ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના સિમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
ઓ દાદા ભગવાન ના સિમ જય જયકાર હો.
ઓ દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના સિમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
ઓ દાદા ભગવાન ના સિમ જય જયકાર હો.
ઓ દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
ઓ 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 દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
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 ઓ દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
ઓ દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
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 ઓ દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
ઓ દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
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 દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના સીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના સીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના સીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના સીમ જય જયકાર હો.
ઓ દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના સીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના સીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાન ના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
જય સચિદાન. થેન્ક યુ હાર્દિકભાઈ,
જય
લતાબેન.
સચિદાનંદ,
જય
જય
સચિદાન.
સચિદાનંદ.
જય સચિદાન.
Jai
દીપકાનજી, જય
Sachidanand.
સચિદાનંદ. ત્રિમંત્ર બોલાય.
Clear?
પ્લીઝ ડુ
Yeah.
ત્રિમંત્ર.
Namo Vitragai.
નમો વિતરાગાય.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajrayanam.
Namo Vajrayanam.
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sava Sahuram.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukaro
Sauvapa Vappanasano.
Savapavapanasano
Mangalanam cha Sauvesim.
Mangalanam Chasavesam
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Matmo, we have been talking
Jai
about
Satchidanand.
Gnan, Panch Agna, 1, 2, 3. Anybody has question on that? Otherwise, we'll introduce the fourth Agna. Anybody, any experience? Okay, Deepakanandji, let us introduce the fourth Agna.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
To come to the fourth Agna, what Dada has revealed and given in the first three Agnas, we'll just brush up that, and that's how we will come to the fourth Agna, the purpose of the fourth Agna, and how does that fourth Agna works. So we will see that. First of all, having realized ourselves as I am pure soul, we got freed from our egoism that I am Lata. For example, I'll take Lata, man. I'll take your example, right? Yeah. So, having got that realization, with that realization, my third eye has opened. That is Shiva eye, the third eye. So what happens when this third eye is open? The worldly eyes, they were anyway open, and what they used to believe that my name is Lata, I am Lata, was also there. But through self-realization, the third eye which has opened, what has happened? The third eye shows what is temporary and what is permanent, what is relative and what is real. So that which was previously believed as I am Lata, and Lata is temporary, your identity was temporary. And I am Lata only. So there was no demarcation of the permanent in the presence of the permanent. Although that permanent was present within, but there was no ID, there was no reference whatsoever. But people would say, yes, I have a soul inside and that's why I'm living. I'm a living entity. So here, through self-realization, what has happened? The third eye has opened and my name is Lata remained and it is correct. But then I am Lata is not there anymore. But I am Lata by relative viewpoint. and I am pure soul by real viewpoint. So through self-realization, a clear demarcation has set up between the relative and the real, the temporary and the permanent, the mortal and the immortal. So the worldly eye identifies Lata as Lata, as I am Lata, but which is not there now. My name is Lata. And the third eye recognizes only two things. One is relative and other is real. Because truly there are only two things. In fact, there are only two things. So we say by relative viewpoint Rajni, Dada, by relative viewpoint Kirtiben, by relative viewpoint Rani, by relative viewpoint Lalita, by relative viewpoint Hardik, by relative viewpoint Meera, real viewpoint pure soul. Although we say by relative viewpoint so and so, so and so, so and so, but that is relative only. This is to identify what we were seeing as the person's name as identity, as their identity. We are identifying that as them as relative. Does it make clear? Does it clarify? Yeah. So pure soul doesn't identify, oh, Lalita has come or Latha has come. No. Pure soul only shows the relative and the real. So Hardik, relative, inside real. Outside, relative, inside real. Let that person be anyone. So with this understanding, we have identified the relative and the real within ourselves, and we have started seeing the same outside also. Because this realization is acquired without settling our worldly accounts, without settling our karmas, the factor of karmas remained to be surpassed because we have never addressed our karmas at all. We have not addressed them at all. And through the self-realization process, what has happened is a big bulk or chunk of karma got eliminated. That which was in the form of vapor and water got burnt. And what remained is only ice type, those which are of sticky nature, which needs to be suffered, which need to be suffered, no exception. In the terminology of Vedanta, it is called Nikachit karma. Those karmas which you have to pass through and you have to suffer. Nobody can escape that suffering. Only that has remained. And as that ice melts, we will come across circumstances through the grace of Vyavasthit Shakti, we will say so, and we will pass, that is, our relative will pass through favorable and unfavorable circumstances, that is, liking and disliking types circumstances. Now, we didn't have the answer why it is coming. And here Dada has revealed the eternal and most secret fact of nature, that it is Vyavasthit Shakti, that is universal cosmic power, we can say, but Vyavasthit is the right word because it was coined by Dada Bhagwan in a very appropriate way. So it gives a perfect understanding and pinpoints how this Vyavasthit Shakti keeps everything in order. Just by saying universal cosmic power doesn't reveal this quality or this state of being. So, Vyavasthit Shakti means everything, this power puts or keeps everything in order. So, it is said the world, and that world, I really don't know what do you call the origination of the word, what is it called? Epi? No. No. What do you call that? How the world has originated, the way the world is originated, what is it called in English?
Genesis, the
Huh?
Big Bang. Genesis.
Big Bang theory.
No, I'm not talking about a world.
Okay.
Word.
W-R-D, word.
Word. Okay.
What is?
Epistemology.
No, epistemology is science.
Okay.
But the English word, it is said how it originated. Anyway, I'll get that word. The origination of the world. We don't know how that world, but if you say the way it is said, Jagat Niyanta Vyavasthit Shakti. So Jagat means, Ja means that which was born, and Gat means that gets flows. So our body was born, and that flows through circumstances and ends. So that our body is operated by Vyavasthit Shakti. That Vyavasthit Shakti doesn't operate anybody's pure soul. So the whole relative world of all the four forms of living forms, it is run by Vyavasthit Shakti. And how the Vyavasthit Shakti works, that also is very nicely clarified in the ignorant state from Vyasti, that is from this minuscule world of individual, Vyakti. Vyakti constitutes Vyasti, individual world. From individual world, it goes to Samasti, that is the universe. And when the universe gives back what was sent, it is Vyavasthit. So Vyasti, Samasti, Vyavasthit. And Vyavasthit means everything is in order. There is not a single flaw. Once that thing is happening as per Vyavasthit, Dada goes to Agna number 4, where here he has clarified that all files, that is all relational give and take accounts, need to be settled in an amicable way. And why is it so? The reason is any karma is caused by either likes or dislikes, called rag or dvesh. So any file which would come to us would end up making us suffer in a liking way or in a disliking way. And our understanding and attitude to deal with these likes and dislikes is in the same way. In the liking type suffering, we feel it's so good. And in the disliking type, so it's like in the liking type, we get raga, and in the disliking type, we end up with a dvesh because of ignorance. But now that ignorance is not there and you have become yourself realized, you know you are pure soul. So I am pure soul. And with that real identity as I am pure soul, and in my intermediate enlightened state, Antaratma Dasa, Antaratma state, that is in between state as I am pure soul, with two viewpoints, what do I do? So by real viewpoint, that is, I perceive by the two viewpoints, the relative and the real. I see that everything is happening as per Vyavasthit Shakti. And whenever I come across situations where this liking or disliking type suffering comes, through my relative viewpoint, I decide to settle the file in an amicable way, in a balanced way. So I don't favor like, I don't favor dislike both. And I want to remain neutral in both the situations, which doesn't happen of its own because the original cause of the karma is raga or dvesha, that is likes or dislikes. So when the result also comes in the form of suffering, it will be either liking form or disliking form. And there will be a natural tendency to favor the liking part and run away from the disliking part. But Dada says over here, you have to face both these situations as per the fourth Agna that settle all relational accounts which are called as files of likes and dislikes in an amicable, balanced way. That is our firm and strong decision that come what may, either of liking or disliking type, I will settle the file in an amicable way. Here it is said the fourth Agna, the third and the fourth Agna, and specifically the on the basis of third Agna only, the fourth Agna will work. Unless it is Vyavasthit, unless it is understood as my destined suffering of liking or disliking type, I will not decide to settle the file amicable way. But through the third Agna, Dada has given us that confirmation that this was your destiny, this was of your account, and that's how you came across this liking or disliking part of the suffering. And in this suffering, you have to free the relative from its bondage of liking and disliking, that is, likes and dislikes, through amicable settlement. So, in the fourth Agna of amicable settlement, Dada has inherently put the factor of renunciation, tyaga, in it. And that's the
Good.
great part, because without renunciation, you can't liberate yourself. And he has given us liberation, and he has also given way to get rid of the resident or leftover likes and dislikes, relative, relational, give and take account. So in any of the, whenever we come across any file, any give and take account, immediately in our vigilant state, we will recognize them, see them by relative and real two viewpoints, that by relative viewpoint, okay, she's Rani, by real viewpoint, she's pure soul, and that now we are interacting is as per Vyavasthit Shakti, that is universal cosmic power. And because of this interaction, she is my file, and Dada I want to handle this file in an amicable way. Please give me that infinite inner strength. This I run down this protocol, not say protocol, but this subroutine within me with a firm decision that no matter what, I want to handle this file in an amicable way. So this is a factor of doership we are imposing for our liberation. It is here that we are causing karma, but this karma is for the purpose of liberation and not for bondage of likes and dislikes. But it is to free ourselves from this liking and disliking aspect of the karmic outcome of the past. And that is why it is said that we impose doership only in the Agna following. Otherwise, all these relative suffering aspect, what we come across as karmic, past karmic results, we know it is done by Vyavasthit, operated by Vyavasthit, and they are destined suffering of liking and disliking type, which we all need to surpass. And with the fourth Agna application, we will be able to free ourselves from the liking and disliking effects. And one more point I would like to add and highlight over here, that even after our consistent decision for amicable settlement, because of the today's state of our mind, speech, body, there being no unity among our mind, speech, body, what we have decided for our amicable settlement of the files, it doesn't happen. So our evident response to this failure is we, to Pratikraman, we ask for forgiveness for not, although we have decided I want to settle in an amicable way, but there was no amicable part anywhere. And somewhere, somehow, we blow up ourselves. And for that, we do Pratikraman. And we affirm and resolve that come what may, I want to resolve this file in an amicable way. Only Dada give me that inner infinite strength. And when this is done, and we are leaving it there, because we could not handle the file in an amicable way, we did Pratikraman, we did Pratyakyan, we resolved that no matter what, I failed now, for which I'm very sorry, I ask for forgiveness, and now I decide that I want to handle this file in an amicable way only, which works in a causal form inside. And here what Dada has said, that if we encounter 100 files, and if we remain vigilant this way as per Agnas in 70 or plus, then we have a confirmed ticket to Mahavida Kshetra in the next life. And if that is not there, then 1 or 2 lives we will have to spend here, wherein in those lives we will reach this figure of 70 plus percentage of Agna following. And finally we will get the ticket to Mahavida Kshetra. Hey, Rani Dada, you don't go away. We want you here. So say bye-bye. So don't finish your 70%. So this is one. So the purpose of fourth Agna is basically to free ourselves from the leftover likes and dislikes, which are stuck with us like an iceberg. But gradually, as time passes, we come across circumstances, it melts and it gives its results. And when we come across those results as files, we decide through the fourth Agna to settle the file in an amicable way, which we will not be able to settle it in an amicable way. We end up doing Pratikraman, ask for forgiveness, and resolve to remain in the fourth Agna only. And the outcome of these Agna is, which is very good, our mind will have only two viewpoints, two beliefs.
Yes.
One is relative, another is real.
Mhm.
No other belief. And our intellect will have only one decision and finality. First thing, our decision to remain in the Agnas, and the second judgment is everything is happening as per Vyavasthit Shakti only, no individual claims or blame. So mind will have only two viewpoints, and intellect will have the decision of Agna following and the judgment of Vyavasthit Shakti only. So imagine someone getting born with this kind of mind, having only two viewpoints of relative and real, and intellect with the decision of Agna following and the judgment of Vyavasthit Shakti. Man, that person will be a living God only, I believe. So this is the purpose, and this is how the fourth Agna will work. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai
Jai-
Sachidan, very good. Kirtiban, you had a question before, then we go to Miraben. Kirtiban?
Yeah, just a minute. Okay. Yeah, એ તો મને પેલું word or word એ સમજ નહોતું એટલે પણ there was no question there. Thank you.
Okay. Okay,
Thank you.
Miraben?
Sachidanand Mahatmas, Jai Sachidanand Deepakanandji, Jai Sachidanand Ratnada.
Pharmacy CVS Health Wesley Chapel.
What?
Can you hear me? Hear me, yeah?
What happened to Meera?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Jai Sachidanand. My question is, and if I'm so sorry, I'm on my phone and I'm having some trouble to do this, so I cannot see you, but I can unfortunately only see me. What my question is, okay, this is all happening to Vyavasthit. We understand everything is happening according to Vyavasthit. And we are not, this Uddal, this body is only going through this. I understand that. And we are not interfered because we are knowing that it is this. But in the Charan Vidhi, in one line, it says, Dako Dakal Devi Nai Shakti Apo. Meaning I'm not supposed to interfere. So which I am little confused in I'm following this. I completely understand that. And because it is part of the Agnas, but why is this line in the Charan to say?
Define. See, the purpose of including this line is because we still have intellect which doesn't accept Vyavasthit Shakti. So even after being told and to remain in the Agna of Vyavasthit Shakti, we said everything is fine, but I need to do something from my side, which at times we overcome Vyavasthit and we end up meddling with the Vyavasthit. So to remain absolutely as perceiver in our pure soul state and remain in the third and fourth Agna so that we don't meddle with the Vyavasthit. Otherwise, we try to create a disturbance in Vyavasthit actually. The purpose of this is just stray away from it.
So
Our efforts at times are going against Vyavasthit.
okay,
Our efforts are at times such that we are not converging, but we are diverging. the purpose of the fourth Agna is for amicable settlement, but with this called Dakal or meddling with the Vyavasthit, we are breaking the purpose of the fourth Agna.
But when I ask Dada for help, for strength to meet all of the Agnyas, I am not interfering with Vyavasthit Shakti. I am actually working with Vyavasthit Shakti, no?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, you are resolving to remain in Agnas at the same time through your humility, humble prayers, you are making it firm and you are asking for that inner strength so that you remain in the Agna.
Perfectly, thank you.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that we are not interfering, the stewardship is not coming in the way, that we are only asking Dada for strength. Very practical.
Jai Satchidananda.
Okay, Matmal, any comments? How many times in a day we interfere with Vyavasthit Shakti? Anybody? Kashyabhai?
Yes, Jai Sachin, everyone. Jai Sachin Rajniti, Jai Sachin
Jai
Deepakanandji.
Satchidanand.
Yes, yeah, my experience, it is always happening more on mind level, So, actually, one related slide came. I want to ask question in the regard. Can I ask for that? It always happens in mind, Mind blames everyone, So means then we have to struggle to counter it, Struggle goes on. That's what my experience. Can I ask a question if it is real? If it is
Oh,
relevant?
go ahead. Yes.
Okay. Okay, 1 minute. Please give me. See, here it says, what is the relation of Mitrax? Any violence is a losing proposition. Even if you think adversely about any person, it is a sign you would be a loser. So this is what
Hold
actually
hold on 1 minute. Let me read through. Okay, now go ahead.
Yeah. So this this happens, so that at the mind level, everything will be, avyavasthit. It will be not. It will be not some bhav, So everything
No.
goes on the level of the mind. So the thing, this is the question is here is that what we lose here, this is it says this is a sign that you will be a loser. It is not saying what you lose, This is one question.
Okay.
Second question is that.
Let us analyze. Let us understand this. Here, what probably Dada is saying that if your decision is in line with your thinking or it is in line with your negative thinking, then that is a sure way to failure. You understand that? Our mind, which is effect of the past belief, so definitely it will not support amicable settlement.
Mm.
We supersede our mind and say, although you are saying this and that, you are talking, you are having a negative opinion, but come what may, I want to settle this file in an amicable way.
Mm.
You understand this? So
Yeah, I
we don't support the past belief, which could be negative, which could be going against the fourth Agna.
No, I
And
want to
this
understand.
is
I
bound
want
to
to understand.
happen. It doesn't matter what thoughts come to your mind, but it is very important what you decide.
Yeah, it is important what we decide, but what this is saying that you, if you think adversely about any person,
It is when you say, when you think adversely, it means you support your negative thought.
okay, like that.
If you don't support your negative thought, then the thoughts come and go. It doesn't
So
matter.
it happens that for few moments, there will be support, then there will be a
Yes, that can happen.
opposition.
That can happen. There's no problem in it.
First there will
There's
be
no problem.
spontaneously there will be support, then there will be opposition. Then like that it happens.
Correct? But it's a way, I mean, it's a process we pass through, in the sense that initially it will take a while, but then finality is we don't support the past thinking or past beliefs. And we
Okay,
stick on to the fourth Agna that come what may, I want to handle this file in an amicable way only.
okay. If say we if we by chance we happen to support that negative thought, what is the loss which is happening? Please explain that.
See, the loss is you had that opportunity of amicable settlement, but because you stick on to your thoughts which were negative, which were against the fourth Agna, so you miss that opportunity of an amicable settlement.
Okay, that is one loss.
And,
Any other
and,
loss?
and because these are not just words, these are this is something which Dada has lived all his life and he has given us. So there is inherent strength in it to disperse the karma, free us from that karma. So it remains pending and you will have to wait for it to come again as per the order of Vyavasthit Shakti.
Now here one confusion I have usually, that when things are on the level of the mind, should it be said in speech level or not? So that's always confusion going on.
You are not speaking, but if that is there and it comes in at the speech level, then you will correct at the speech level also.
Hmm.
You understand?
So
You are not thinking, you are not speaking, you are not doing, you are perceiver of what is happening. At the same time, when things are not as per the agnas, then you correct them, correct?
yeah, for correcting, should it be spoken out or not be spoken out, or it should be as per circumstances?
Yeah, depends on the circumstances only. If it is possible to speak, then you speak. And if it is not, then you just feel your repentance, your forgiveness inside.
For example, I am in a place where people are talking about some, a person, a highly spiritual person, for example, okay, and
Yeah.
and they are speaking, and a negative thought, because of a negative thought inside me also is triggered, by some reason, okay, by their listening to their speech or that, okay. So should I speak that time about that, or means is it better to be or not be silent and counter my negative thought? What is the best way, for that?
No, one thing is, since you are there,
Mm.
you are present there, it becomes your moral responsibility to correct them and express your instrumental presence. That is your
Mm.
nimitt bhave. But possibility is there that you don't have that effectiveness. So
So
you may say, you may not say, but after saying or after not saying, if thing is continuing, then you will ask for that forgiveness of that failure. Because nature gave you that opportunity to remain there, and you must enforce or follow, use your instrumentality, instrumental presence, and correct them.
But
But
what
you
what
fail
I
for many
what I
reasons.
but what I feel is that if my speech may hurt other people also,
No, it doesn't matter when you express and when you pass principle to others, even if they are feeling bad, then you can ask for forgiveness for that. But you have to reveal the principle to them.
Okay.
It
And-
is in such situation, if you don't speak, that is where you come under double fault of not speaking.
So where it is where we should judge by circumstances it is obliged to speak. It is good to speak, then we speak. Otherwise, I blame it.
That is also there. You must analyze or evaluate here that if I speak over here, will that be arrogant, egoistic? Then you should not say.
Okay.
But if someone is grossly breaking the principle, grossly committing a big mistake, then in those situations, even if the other person feels bad, you'll always try to put in good words, but you will express the principle. Your being present over there as an instrumental presence is there.
And we
And
can do a prayer.
you come to know that the other person felt bad, then you can ask for forgiveness for that. But you will always enforce and use your instrumental presence.
We can do a small prayer before speaking, right? So the correct words.
Always. Oh, yes, correct.
Yeah,
That will happen. Naturally, it will happen. True. Very true.
That will help in Sambhave Nikal.
Yes. Correct.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Jai Sachidan, Matmao, if you thought about, okay, man.
Jai Sachidanand. I would like to understand more in detail about Vignan Swarup Chu. When we say that, what are we? Are we trying to? We are reaching there, or we are not there yet, or Shuddhatma Chu, Vignan Swarup Chu. One more thing, I was listening. I was reading this. Apta Sutra number 3898, એમાં ગુજરાતીમાં છે, ક્વિકલી કહું છું. ભગવાન મહાવીર હિંસક પીડા ખાળ, તિરસ્કાર અને અભાવ ભાવના ચારે પગથિયા ચડીને છેલ્લા વિતરાગ વિજ્ઞાનના પ્લેટફોર્મ પર પહોંચ્યા હતા. When we got the જ્ઞાન શુદ્ધાત્મા, what is that Vignan Swarup? And Amaji, whatever they say about Mahavir Swami, what is the relation? Where is the Vignan Swarup? When we say that, why we are saying and what's the label?
Okay, the purpose of saying that is irrespective of what is our karmic situation or karmic state, we have been liberated. We are liberated.
Okay.
But our liberation cannot take place without settling our relative or fixing our relative or making our relative normal. Because today it is absolutely abnormal.
Right.
So being in the state of Supreme Godhood state as Dada Bhagwan, that is Vijnan Swarup, we are helping the relative to cleanse, to correct, and make it normal. And when that happens, our liberation will get endorsed. Today, with the weak relative, even being liberated, we cannot claim that liberation. So it has become evident that we must try to, not try, we must correct the relative with the help of the Agnas. And once the relative gets fixed, that's why it is said, first we say, હું વિજ્ઞાન સ્વરૂપ છું, and then we say હું કેવળ જ્ઞાન સ્વરૂપ છું. Now વિજ્ઞાન સ્વરૂપ છું is the ultimate state from Jyoti Swarup Siddha. And we are asking prayer so that we attain the absoluteness. This is so very unique state which has opened out of grace.
Yeah.
And we all experience that also. So staying in the state of Supreme Godhood state, in that Supreme Godhood state, that is sitting in the laps of God, we have to sculpt the relative and make it a perfect idol of compassion, sincerity, morality, purity. That's it.
So,
Okay.
so when we got the Jnana, Dada said, "Hu Shuddhatma chu," in that stage, in that. So when we keep on saying that, "Hu Shuddhatma chu," we are going upward toward Vijnan Swarup. We are after
Not
with the
Vijnan
cleaning.
Swarup, you are already Vijnan Swarup, your relative is becoming normal.
Okay, so after the cleansing.
But your state of Vijnan Swarup doesn't get endorsed without your Vyavar becoming normal. So what, like people would say, you may say that you have become pure soul, but you don't have any indication of your having acquired pure soul, because your relative is so imperfect. Rani agrees. Yeah.
Right. Right. So another question I had, a little bit different. I heard that at 8th life, when the conceive from the Nigo traveling at the 8th, the Jeev, when it start the first
what
8th life, at the 8th life, it become have a chance to.
What I am not getting is, what is 8th light?
8th life, L-I-F-E.
Eight life. Okay,
life.
go ahead.
They then have a chance to get into human. So liberate,
No. That's a mistake. It doesn't mean that. What it says, in human form, you can cause karmas of 8 lives maximum. Once you have become human, after 8 lives, you will come to human form again. Nothing to do with ego and all other stuff. Did you understand?
So, okay, so that's what I was a wrong understanding I had. So I'm glad I got clarification. So now when with the Dada's Jnana, we're not going back on that level, right?
What level?
We're not going to go below level.
True. That's why it is said, because our inner state, that we don't go below pratiti, that is doubtless belief that I am pure soul. You don't go below That is the reason that all the lower forms of life are closed for us. But that is there only as exception. So we don't talk about exception. We talk about the
Barabar.
rule only. So for all practical purpose, our wandering in the lower forms is closed. The doors are closed over there. Only high level of human form or high level of angels are only there for us. Exception need not be mentioned.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so one more thing, when we do right here, Mushuddhatmachu, the mind is right there. That's why we are doing that on Dadana Charan Vidhima. Also, not Charan Vidhi, Dada Vidhi Karavtata, when he was doing that Anguto Mukavtata and the Kapan.
Soul is the place where someone's spiritual strength or achievement opens. And that is the only source of dissipating negative energy or egoism.
Oh, okay.
So we are using our own to disperse our leftover egoism.
Egoism. Okay. What about the Nabi? Is the Nabi there is all clear area by the Nabi?
It is a different thing. It says, irrespective of what the person is, there are 8 aspects of pure soul which never gets covered, which never gets shrouded. And that is the reason we are able to reach back home. If that was also not there, we would know we won't go back to our home. Even animals, they go back to their dwelling.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
So I still didn't get that very clear. So that area is very important for the human.
No, nothing. No importance. It is there with every living being. That's how they go back. Just imagine their honeybee, where all it flies, but it goes back to its hive. What makes it go back to its hive?
Origin. Okay, their hives. There is something, nothing to, but there is something different happened today on Uttaran Day. I'm here in Kamrej, Surat. In the morning, almost 3/4 of the day, the birds, flocks of the bird, it was like amazing amount of birds were flying in the society. I mean, I never seen like that. So many birds, just like they were sitting on our roof, the pigeons and the other birds. I don't know why, but they were coming, they got scared or what, I don't know. But amazing amount of the white birds and the pigeons and the small little birds. They were flying here in the society. So I don't know what happened and what.
Okay. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Okay, Jai Satchidanand. Okay, our time is up. And so homework, let us see how much during the week we interfere in Vyavasthit Shakti. Right, Deepakanandji?
Right? Jai Satchidanand.
Okay, Jai Satchidanand. Deepakanandji, please, everybody please unmute and follow.
Unmute. Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Vitragaya.
Arihantanam.
Namo
Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo
Siddhanam.
Vayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo
Vatsayanam.
Namo Loe Savasahunam.
Namo
Loe Tapasahunam.
Eso
ऐसो
panchana
पंचन मुक्तारो
Eso
Panchanamukkaro
Panchanamukkaro
अवपाव प्रणाशनो
Saupavapranasano
Pranasano
मंगलाणं च सव्वेसिं
Mangalam
Mangalam
cha
Savvesim
प्रमां हवै मंगलम
Padmam Avai
Avai
Mangalam.
Mangalam
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya
Vasudevaya.
ओम नमः शिवाय
Om
Om
Namah
Namah
Shivaya
Shivaya.
जय सच्चिदानंद
Jai
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 Satchidanand
Chidanand.